Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Janet and I run Depop, a website called Primarie Studios where I sell secondhand and vintage fashion. Today I am doing a thrift haul from two different thrift stores. The first one is Salvation Army and the second one is Savers. I thought it would be fun to kind of compare them and see what the differences are in the pricing and like what I got, how many pieces I was able to get from each store. First we'll just get straight into the haul and I'll share with you what I found. So this is the bag of stuff that I got from Savers. There's quite a lot in here, so let's just dig in and see what we can find. The first few things in here are some purses, so I'll show you those. I got this one, which I thought was really cool. It's a nylon material and it has like a tan color with some contrast like ivory leather straps. This is very on trend right now. It's also a really nice size and you can just throw it over your shoulders, and it's from the brand Alfani. Nylon bags in general have been really popular, like the Bagu crescent bag along with the Uniqlo one. This kind of khaki tan color is really good for spring summer. I picked this one up for $5.99, but I think I used 20% off coupon, so the price will be a little bit different. The next item is this bag, which I think is really cool. I really like the texture on this one. It has an almost metallic sheen and it's kind of like this deep brown color. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's amazing quality and I just really liked how unique it was. I think the texture is really beautiful and the color looks really nice, and I was just immediately drawn to it when I found it. And it's from the brand Francesco Biasia. This one was also $5.99. I also got this bag from Savers. It is like a red leather hobo bag. It's supposed to have like this locking mechanism here, but the top part fell off. But I still felt like it was a really nice looking bag and you didn't really need to have that part. And I also really like the shape and the color of it. Plus it also kind of has that more shiny like patent leather finish, which I thought was nice. And it also has like a more subtle cracked texture. And it's from the brand Vin Baker. It's made in USA. This next item, I'm really surprised I found them because these are super cool. These are 9 West square toe vintage like Mary Jane shoes. Very on trend. Look at that cube heel right there. So beautiful. It was a size 5 medium and it was $6.79. It reminds me of this shoe brand named Mista. Just the shape of it, or even like Vagabond Shoemakers, this definitely is very reminiscent of that, but this is vintage. I also got this really lovely kind of light Coach jacket from Savers as well for $13.29. I normally wouldn't pick something up like this, but I really liked the details on it and it felt just really unique and fun. It has this like multi-ruffle neckline. One of the main reasons I like shopping secondhand and buying vintage items is because you can find stuff like this, like things you wouldn't normally find if you just went to like a regular retail store. This next one is a skirt. I think I got maybe 3 or 4 skirts at Savers. I seem to have pretty good luck with them over there. I'm not really sure why. I found this 90s or maybe 80s floral mini skirt. I like how the pattern wasn't super busy. It just has like a few large roses all over, and it has a little bit of a crinkle texture on the material, and it's from the brand Wrapper. That skirt was $6.29. Next skirt, I think this is so stunning. Look at the details on that, like the lace, the beading, the colors. It's from the brand Serendipity Maui. I feel like it's a really nice like summer cover up if you had like a pink swimsuit and you wore this on top. I know some people have also been wearing skirts like this as like a tube top, and I definitely think, yeah, this would probably work as a tube top as well. I just love the beading on this, so pretty, and I am very excited to put this in my shop. And this one was $5.29. Right when I was leaving Savers, I found this and I just had to pick it up. I love the colors on this one. It is a Max Studio silk blouse. It's definitely Y2K, especially with that like bubble hem, or maybe mid 2000s. I just love it. So gorgeous, dainty, and perfect for summer. Like I feel like it's a nice going out top. Like you can wear this with jeans or a skirt and some sandals and just have like a really easy and fun outfit. And I love, love, love like the little satin trim. I love when you put satin and like chiffon together. Just a really pretty top that I purchased for $10.49, which is higher than I would normally want to pay for like a top, you know, but it was pretty enough that I thought it was worth picking up. The next item is something I'm going to save for fall time because it's not really spring summer appropriate, but it is this Jones New York silk blouse with kind of the long ties in the front. Whenever I find like a classic silk blouse like this, I usually pick it up because they always sell and they're just really beautiful and classic. I think it's really easy to match with a bunch of different aesthetics and styles, and so it's always a good piece to have in my inventory. Finding vintage silk is always fun. That top I got for $8.79. You know, I can't resist picking up a denim piece every time I go to the thrift, and this time was also no exception. This is from the brand Bill Bless Petite. It's in a size petite large and it was $13.29. I really liked the color on this one. It's like a very deep indigo blue, and I liked how the pockets and just like the overall style was more unique than the typical trucker denim jacket that you find. I can't help picking up a nice denim piece just because denim just has my heart. I found my first ever unisex piece at the thrift store, but it's definitely not what you would expect from unisex because they're usually known for like their prairie dresses, like very 70s floral. But I got this, which is their, I think, a Y2K piece maybe. It's another holographic kind of two-tone iridescent skirt in a purple and blue color, and it's in a size 9, made in USA. I just love a unique fabric like this. This is like things you really can't find in retail and only at the thrift store. The last piece is not vintage, I think. It's from the brand BLZZ. It's in a size large, and I just had to pick it up because it's so gorgeous. I love the details on this. It's kind of like a tunic length or maybe like a mini dress. The color is beautiful, and this bodice and the lace on it is so pretty. I just love it. It also has that lace on the bottom, and it also has some straps that you can tie. A nice little dress to pick up. Those were all of my finds from Savers, and that with my discounts ended up being $89.94, and that was for 12 items. 90 divided by 12, I'll do the math and you can see how much I paid pretty much per piece. Without a discount, it would have been more. It would have been $20.40 more. Let me move on to Salvation Army so we can kind of compare and contrast. So this is all of my stuff that I got from Salvation Army. Definitely more bulky than the Savers find, so maybe I got more pieces from here. I do not remember. First item that I'm gonna take out of this is this little like fishing cargo vest. I know like these have been trending for a bit on Depop and just in general with like the Gorp core trend that's been kind of, I'm not sure if it's like quite as trendy as it was, but it was like a pretty big deal, I guess, end of last year. So I just thought it'd be fun to pick this up. It has a bunch of pockets, seems like very utilitarian. I always love trends that are more like comfortable and practical, and this is definitely one of them. And I'm trying to build up my menswear line on my website, so I want to pick this one up. The only thing is about Salvation Army, they don't tag each item individually, but I'm assuming it's like around $5 for this. The next is also a menswear piece, and I really liked this pattern. I just felt like it was really unique. It's also a silk material, and it's from the brand Access LA. It's in a size extra large. I like the color too. It's like a very neutral palette with these interesting like abstract geometric shapes. I got this sleeveless blazer. I felt like it was a really cool piece. Like it would be really fun to layer with this. Feels like it's probably a wool, but it doesn't have any tags on it, so I'm not sure, and I can't confirm whether it actually is made out of that, but it's just a really cool kind of minimal piece that I really adore. The next item that I got from Salvation Army is this like red Saks Fifth Avenue silk blouse. It has this collar right here, and it's no buttons on the front, but the back does have buttons. I mean, you would think that this is the front, but it has a label on the side. So this is actually the back, but I guess you could wear it both ways. Lightweight, it's red, it's on trend, and it's just a very classic piece as well, so I thought it was a good piece to have. The next piece is kind of like a psychedelic optical illusion inspired piece from the brand Hoax. I'm assuming this is probably like a Y2K piece. Probably won't translate on camera very well, but it has like this black and white pattern all over it. It's technically not a pattern, it's like a ribbing of white and black. I think it's a men's piece, which is good because I always like having more menswear in my collection. I think this is the first women's wear piece that I'm pulling out, and it's from Juicy Couture, so the tag is kind of falling off though. It's in a size 2, and it's just this like basic black eyelet blouse. My last video I was talking about like 2023 spring and summer trends, and summer blacks was one of them. I didn't know that was a trend, but I love the idea because I am someone who obviously really likes wearing black. I thrift a lot of black clothes and I sell a lot of black clothes, so this felt like the kind of perfect combination of a summer piece that's black. Also, because of that video when I was like looking at different trends for this year, one of them mentioned like open cobwebby knits, and another one mentioned like silver metallic fabrics, and this is both. So I thought this is really cool. I feel like it would work really well as just a regular layering piece or over like a bathing suit as a cover up. It's from the brand Cunard. It's in a size small, so I think it might be more of a modern piece, maybe like mid 2000s. I had to pick this one up because I thought it'd be a really fun piece to have. This is like a staple whenever I go to the thrift and I find something like this. I always tend to pick it up, and it is this ruffled camisole from Ralph Lauren. I always pick up Ralph Lauren stuff when I can find it and if it's cute. It's 100% silk and it's like a very classic pin dot with some ruffle details. This next piece I got because I know tube dresses or just like strapless pieces have been really in for the past few months or so, and I found this really cool bright red one from the brand Susanna Monaco, and I had run across this brand on Nordstrom before, and they sell like a lot of high quality basics in like the $200 range, so I was pretty excited when I found this. And it's this kind of high-low red tube dress. Feels like the perfect summer dress. Red and summer just go really well together, and the fact that it's strapless, it's high-low, I feel like it works really well. I know that people have some strong feelings toward high-low pieces, especially because like the mid-2000s, they didn't always look the best and they weren't designed the best, but I feel like something like this, it's like so classic that it doesn't look dated to me. I also picked up this just more basic men's polo. I always like Ralph Lauren stuff, and I feel like they tend to sell well for menswear especially. That was just like a good piece to have, and I decided to pick this one up. I usually don't find very many dresses at Salvation Army when I go, but I found this really cute vintage, probably like 90s or maybe, yeah, probably 90s dress. It's from the classic iconic 90s brand Rampage, and it's size 5. It has this like floral embossing on a velvet, like a blue velvet. It's a mini length and it has like a square neck with some cap sleeves. So beautiful, and I feel like this is gonna fit super well. This is a really cool piece and I'm so glad that I found it. Another piece that I got is a metallic one, and it doesn't have any labels on it, but it is this really cool textured sleeveless top. It does have some kind of like damage to it, but I thought it looked cool actually, so I decided to pick it up. I'm not sure if other people will like it in the way that I do, but you know, if not, then I can wear it. The next item that I got is this cute little vintage Chanel inspired purse. It has like this strap that you can kind of adjust the length, so you can wear it like this as a crossbody, or you can double it up and it can be like a little shoulder bag like this. I also really like the color on this. It's kind of like a muted gold tone, and you open it with this magnetic clasp in the center, and it has some storage inside. Okay, the last clothing item that I got was this really high quality pair of American Eagle jeans. So I think it's a selvage denim, and it has like the carpenter double knee, which I know is very trending for menswear, especially because of like Carhartt popping off. What I really thought was interesting about these pants, so look at that back. The little logo. Super cool pair of pants. I must have taken it out, but like when I bought these, I had this little like notebook inserted in the pocket here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this is a little booklet that I was talking about. There's a few things in his, the Dragon Ball Z. Looks like some kind of like musical notes. Spice mix. I just thought it was really funny that this was like still in the pocket of these jeans, and so I was like, well, why not pick them up, because the pants look really cool anyway, so thought it was a good deal. You get a little bit of a 2-for-1. I have 2 more pieces from Salvation Army, and they are boots. One of them is like insane, like when you see them you'll see what I mean, but I'll start with the other pair of boots that I got, which are also equally as cool but in a different way. These are vintage, like I think 90s or maybe Y2K bebe pointy stiletto boots with some fringe in the suede material. Aren't these boots like super stunning? I just love it. I usually never find shoes like this, but I think because it's out of season, people are not picking it up. Last piece are these boots. Aren't these like insane? They're so crazy. Like I don't know who wore this, what the life they were living, like that they could pull this off. they're just so cool that I just had to pick them up. I never find stuff like this, so it was really cool running across these, and I'm really excited that I was able to pick them up. So I grabbed my receipts for Salvation Army, and I got 16 items for about $100. That is about 16 items for $100, which is not bad. Overall, it makes it a little bit cheaper than Savers. So what did you guys think? Which haul do you think was better? Overall, I think I prefer Salvation Army, although for different reasons. Like, I enjoy Salvation Army because everything is priced by category, so you kind of know exactly the value of each item, and if it has a color tag, you can get a discount and stuff. Savers, they price things depending on each garment, and sometimes things can be wildly overpriced, and sometimes things will be fairly priced. So it's kind of hard to figure out what you're gonna get from Savers. Sometimes it'll be a really great day, sometimes you'll come out with nothing. Savers is organized by size, which I really do like. I also really like how Savers has a self-checkout. Salvation Army tends to be less crowded than Savers, which is preferable because I do not enjoy crowds. I think they're kind of half and half. I do tend to prefer Salvation Army a little bit more, especially because they're actually a charity and Savers is not. But overall, I do shop from both of them quite frequently, and I love both. That's it for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.